What's going on, world? It's your boy, Chad Thompson. I'm excited. We out here in the Success Lab, kicking it. I'm with my boy, my Yarmer brother, Young Sanchez in the building, man. Tell the world who you are real quick.
What's going on, world? How you doing? This is Young Sanchez, in the building, in the flesh. True entrepreneur, true businessman, true power setter.
And when I met him, he was so humble. He was making six figures 2 years ago when I met him through everything, modeling, network marketing, and I wanted to invite him into the university, guys, because his knowledge is at a whole nother world. And I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys because it's very important that we teach you how not to be a slave. And what do you feel, if I was to ask you about modern day slavery today, what would be the first thing come to your mind?
Employees. When I think about slavery, I think about being subject to a master. Being subject to a master. And it's funny you say that, Chad, because one of our fellow Yarmer brothers and business partners, Chris Childs, a couple years back, he actually helped me understand slavery or the slavery mentality in a new way. You know, as you mentioned, Chad, entrepreneurship is something that I've always tried to embody. But I've not always had the correct thinking on entrepreneurship. For instance, for me, it was, like you said, the modeling and the acting. Film has been my passion for a long, long time. If you're a model, if you're an actor, if you're in the film industry at all, you know that you have to go on auditions. You have to try out, almost.
Try out.
You got to try out for a part or try out for an opportunity. And the biggest celebrities in the game have gotten fired from shows, cut from football teams, cut from basketball teams.
I know. I got a couple of my friends.
One of my exactly. One of our mutual friends. And these things happen. You know what I mean? On a regular basis. Ocho Cinco, a good friend. Career's over, pretty much. Fired because of family issues. What it taught me, and what I was saying is that my close business partner and friend, Chris Childs, he said, Sanchez, you're auditioning for these parts. What if they don't like you? I'm Sanchez. I'm Sanchez. How could you not like me? How could you not like me? He said, well, what if for the part, they're looking for an Asian gentleman? No matter how much they like you, you can't get that part because you're not Asian.
Question you got to ask yourself, entrepreneur, is your boss your master? You know, because when I was an electrician, man, I was never blessed to, chase my passion. Once football was over for me, I had to get a job, and I honestly knew I didn't sign up for that. Some people working a job right now, they didn't sign up for what they're doing. They got degrees, they're working in a whole nother field. So I always ask myself, because you said one thing that was unique, you said master, and you kind of projected his voice when you said it, honestly. You got loud, I was scared. But when you said master, it reminded me of my boss because I had to ask when I can eat, when I can go to the bathroom, when I can get off. And the one thing that I learned at a seminar one time, he said, what's the difference? I want all entrepreneurs to understand why you can't quit, why you can't go back. Because I learned, it was something unique. He said, what separates the plantation back in those days from today? He said they just changed the name. They went from plantation to corporation.
Exactly.
They're going to just pay the slaves a little bit more and overtax them for every dollar the slaves make. But they're going to be happy because we're paying them now because we used to didn't pay them.
And
corporation versus plantation.
And then too, Chad, a lot of people are happy with their jobs. See, the funny thing is, man, a lot of people are content.
But they say, I love what I do.
You see, the thing is, a lot of people are content with being slaves. They're content with their masters. When you talk about the difference between the plantation back then and now, that's a great analogy. What's interesting is that some slaves are in-house slaves. They get a little bit better treatment than the plantation slaves.
I call them managers.
Right.
Managers are in-house.
Yeah. Some guys.
I wasn't even a manager. I was blue collar. I was outside.
Me too. You were definitely in the plantation. Back in the working days, before we became entrepreneurs, that's the case. But see, if you're a house slave, got air conditioning in there, you get the, you get to drink the lemonade, you get to eat with the master every now and then. But you're still a slave.
And look who comes in. It's Mom Dukes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you guys were videotaping.
This
Hi,
is live.
guys.
But
Yeah, you get no live in that.
right, and the one thing about this training, I want everybody to know.
That was easy.
Because there's somebody on this training who's thinking that they're not a slave because they love their job. And when I say by slave, I'm not calling you a slave. I'm saying you're slaving your efforts. Your efforts is being slaved away for a dollar amount that I guarantee you're worth more.
And not only that, Chad, but your success is subject to your master. No matter how comfortable you are, with that slave mentality. No matter if you're an in-house slave, if you're a plantation slave, if you're grueling every day in the sun, or if you're inside sipping lemonade with the master every now and then, your success is still completely subject to your master. Why not be your own master?
Message.
Why not be your own master?
Why not? So fight for your freedom, guys. If you're blessed to be a student, we want you to fight for your freedom. 2 entrepreneurs who broke away from the W-2 world. It was hard, but that world is hard. Think about it. You're going to have a master for 40 years.
Very true.
That was easy.
So, Mom, since you came in, why, just from the cut, you don't have to be seen.
Okay.
What made slavery legal today?
Well, in certain minds, slavery became legal once they got people to believe in the fact that because they're getting a little bit of money for their efforts, their work history, their thought pattern that was taken away from them, whether it be perfected or not, that because they were getting a little bit of change for all that they were creating, that they were free. They throw you a little bit of money.
And this is what it comes down to. I want everybody to write this down. The message of this video of training is the fact that they knew they will always be able to control the slaves as long as they control their mind. So, yeah, you're free, but mentally, you think you need your master. Think about it. If you was to lose your job right now, a lot of people would not last 90 days because they needed their master their whole life. So with that being said, guys, chase your purpose, stay tunnel vision to your dream, build your residual income so you can be what you want to be and not what someone else thinks you need to be.
Or should be.
Message.
Or should be. And 2 guys, one more thing before we go. Understand this, that your master right now, and don't take the analogy of slave mentality too much to heart. But your boss at your job, your employer, he breathes air every day. He bleeds blood. He or she bleeds blood every day. What separates your master from you? Why aren't you a master? Does this person have some type of special power that you don't have? That's what Chad's saying. That's what I'm saying here. Is really focus on your ability to make an impact on the world and be your own master.
That's amazing. So it's your boy, Chad Entrepreneur Thompson. I'm coming live. Welcome, my main man.
El Sanchez.
Absolutely. Hope you learned something. God bless and live a better life.
Peace and love.